First things first, my name is Kenneth Byrne. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I've been working on a project here, actually two projects. We have an arcade room, which we designed in one room, which the entire room is coated. Well, actually, we have two rooms now coated with the new Titan technology. I figure I might just coat the whole room with this stuff. Covers extremely well, and I figured I like the color of it, and I'll just do this room also too with it. So, I figure my buttons are right, so I hit my phone and turn it off. So today we are basically putting the blades back on the fan. I take them off to paint them, so everything would blend quite nicely in the room. And so I'm gonna do a little touch-up job up there because I scratched it a bit. And I'm going to be putting the shades on right now. So this, I just realized that the lights that we have in the ceiling are way, way too bright. I'm surprised I'm actually saying this because usually I'm trying to light the room and I'm doing the opposite now. I'm darkening the environment. So I ordered the blackout curtains today. We just ordered this up to do the floor. That's coming in. That won't be here until May the 9th, but it's still coming in for the floor. So we're going to do the whole floor. We'll be going over to Home Depot hopefully this Saturday to start working on rising the floor back here for the stand for here and start building the screen in. I already ordered the screen that's coming in. We're going to be mounting the stand for the projector today. So that's going to be done. And let me see, I still have to get the movie curtains and all that stuff. So yeah, it's working, it's getting there. So we got to get the lights out right now because I'm putting in stuff with the fan and I don't want to get my hand chopped off. So I got myself some nice new fixtures because I didn't like the fixtures that came with the fan. Now we are going to use the fan, but I'm going to put some really low lights in there. I was trying to find the ones with that kind of flickering flame. So I'm looking for those. This is what we ordered. These are much better than the other ones. Got a little more class to them. Oh man, we're gonna get this done. I gotta get this done before before summertime comes up. I want to be actually sitting in a movie theater. That's what I want to be sitting at. Gotta get it done. All right, so let me put these in. We got 4 of them, so if I drop one and break it, I got another one. I wonder if these came with the. They probably didn't. Electrocute. Everybody wants that. I definitely don't want that. I'm getting there. Pretty nice. So let's be nice. I can be electrocute. It's not the day for that. There we go. Thank you, Lord. That's going to act quite nicely. Just fight me a bit. Always. Face off face a little bit. Okay. Because I need you to be in there nice and tight. Because I want to get me in the head, knocking you out. That's one. Well, we only got 2 to put into that thread. And we got an extra one just in case we break it. Now I thought for my movie posters we're going to put in here, we're going to do the nice back lighting for it, something real classy, maybe some Humphrey Bogart, something like that. Sound of Music, stuff like that. I don't want anything too modernized. I kind of like the old-fashioned stuff. Yeah, Wizard of Oz would be a nice one too. Oh, that'd be nice. this. Come on. I'm going crooked, not correctly. I hate sometimes the stuff just doesn't want to do what it wants to do. Mother George. So barely went in crooked a little bit, and I was locking stuff in. I love how things just lock in. Trying to get it in there and it won't go in, and then any other way to lock. Just try you again. Hopefully this time you play nice. Come on, be nice. Mr. Bird's not like you don't execute today. That's not on my list. That's things to do. Stick my electrocuted. Just want to stick my skin in. I'm probably sure I'm not an electrician, by the way, so I don't know on my behalf. I've been electrocuted before. I don't want to go through that again. That's not a fire deal. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I know my Lord. That will not let it happen. I told you I was going to be up early for this because I know how my brain is wired. I'll work at something loose, you know. No, it's like that. So I got this idea from a woman on YouTube, and I'm going to put her link at the bottom. I was trying to figure out how to dismember a ceiling fan. And quite frankly, I did one a long time ago when I was younger, but I really don't remember how I did it. I know it's really simple to do, but I just didn't want to spend the money, and dismembering all the fan. It's working perfectly fine. There's no problems with it. So what's the point of replacing a perfectly good fan? So as I'm on YouTube looking around, idea pops in my head saying, hey, why don't we just paint the fan? And sure enough, there's a woman on YouTube showing a tutorial how to paint a fan. So that's what we did. And it came out fantastic. And I gotta give her credit for that because, man, that's an amazing idea. Saved me a lot of money and a lot of time. All right, let's put this last one in. Woo. More. On this side. All right, this one's trying to do the whole sticky thing. Don't want to go in, does want to go in. I'm not trying to play with it today. I'm not trying to get murdered. Try it again. See if she plays nice. Hopefully she plays nice. Oh, yeah. Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? That's too nice. That's too nice. That's too nice. Oh, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. Doesn't want to play nice. Let's play a little bit. Come on, I know you're there. I know you're there. Just going down. I'm going to fight a little bit. Get on in there. There we go. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for allowing it to be. Thank you. That went quite nicely. These are beautiful. I don't like how loose you're feeling. You're feeling a little too loose. A little too loose. I'm trying to have you come out and crack me in the head. You're a little too loose. There we go. That's better. That's better. There we go. Now we're done. And we'll take a look at the work. And there you go. So they're going out and buying a whole new ceiling fan. I watched this tutorial video, and this woman showed me how to do it. And that's the results right there. It came out quite nicely. Man, hats off to her video. I'm gonna post her below. Man, good idea, very good idea. Saved me a lot of money and a lot of time because this light's getting too bright for me now. I'm trying to do dedicated in here now. But anyway, so yeah, it saved me a lot of time, a lot of money because I was gonna take the whole thing down or pay an electrician to come in and do it, and that would cost me so much money. And she just had the simple idea, just painting the whole thing, taking the blades up and painting it and everything. Fantastic idea. Now that entire ceiling fan is coated. All this is coated in Titan technology. So when we hit the ceiling, everything's going to blend right to the ceiling because the fan's painted. All right, so that's one project done. Now installing my for my projector, my Crixie projector. That's the only one we can use it here because that projector has amazing lens shift capabilities that are freaking insane. I can actually go under the ceiling down there. All right, let me track down a drill. I want to hear somewhere. Let's see what's the drill at. All right. Trying to track down where Sam Hill we put the drill. All right, I gotta go track my drill down. It should be up here. I'm working with it. Apparently it's not. Not here. Gotta do it somewhere. Yeah, I get you, bud. I need you to stay out of my room too while I'm working. Thank you. Sandy, looking for a drill. Where's my drill? Really cannot find my drill, Taco. Where is it? All right, we're in here. Working. Working there. Not in there. So where in the world did I put the drill? I hate loving this fucking house. Huge, massive drill. I lose it. Let's see if it's back here. It's in the closet. It's not in the closet. Where's the last place I had the drill? Last place we had the drill. I'm trying to think of it. Let me see. Oh, I couldn't have. We built that. Where did we build it at? We built that here. We had put that together here. So we know it has to be upstairs somewhere because we put it together up here. We didn't do that project outside. Inside me. Well, let that be in it. All right. We got to go on the hunt. Got to figure out exactly where to put the drill at. Because I don't know where I put that while I was working. And here, this one area right here, we're working here. not in here. We know that for a fact. It's gotta be here somewhere in the house. Where are we at? Last picture. Here's how about the leave in here? Nope. You don't leave it in here. Where did we put the drawer at, Taco? In the living room. I have no idea where I put this drawer at for work. It's gotta be downstairs in the shop. Yeah. Sure tripped him at sanity, Taco. Drill was sitting there right there, directly right there on top of the kitchen cabinet. Didn't see it at all, period. Wow. What a screw that. Already starting off to be a crazy day. We haven't even got into it yet. Already starting off a crazy day. Alright, so this is a big projector. And it does require a big shelf. So this unit, you can't mount to the ceiling. This is a very big projector. You can't mount these to the ceiling, they're big and very heavy. So we're going to be using our shelf system for this one. And because this projector has an amazing lens shift capability, we can hit this thing to the top of the ceiling and bring it all the way down to the bottom of the floor. That's why we chose this particular projector, because we've used it before. How we have to do this is reinforced brackets from the top to the bottom. That's what has to be installed in. Because you're going to have pressure pushing downward, and you have to have pressure locking up at the same time to make sure it stays put. That's what we're putting in. You make my dreams come true. Let's see. We're gonna drop the big boys into the top. Definitely. No, we drop the big boys to the bottom. That's it. Now, to make sure, you can check this on YouTube, to make sure that I don't get scratched by any of the screws, that I come in with a grinder and grind them down nice and flat. So we're going to install that right over there. And Mr. Bird, keep your eyes on your drill. Because you and your drill always has to part ways, somewhere or somewhere here or there. So, I never remember where this thing used to be at. I think we had it here. Yeah, we had it right here. We already had it right here. So I guess if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna drop the big screws at the bottom. Actually, big screws should really be at the top. That's also a nightmare to press too. Let me start off with small screws and punch a hole in first, and then we'll go in. We'll drop the bottom of it. Oh man, things I do in my day. Always just said, trying to make me work for it. Trying to make me work for it. Alright, so I think I know where you're going at, but I need to get more press on this one. not want to go in. Yeah, that boy did not want to go in. And I don't know why, Mr. Bird, when you put this in, why did you not have another screw in your pocket to knock the other one in? Why do I do that to myself? Why? I do that to myself every time. I get up there and I start working and had nothing in my pockets, not a thing, to get that finished and done. There. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, well, you're good there. Let's get you in the angle. You're just in there. There we go. Make sure we get you straight. Man, I tell you, my Lord is good. My Lord is good. That sucker's straight as straight it can be. My Lord is good. Alright, so let me see. Just want to make sure. The other seats are on a platform. I do not want to smack this into my head. Oh, period. What's going on? Well, these are the tall seats right here. These would be the tall seats right here on a platform. So let me see. Should I be a little higher up? I might have to be a little higher up with the projector. Because these are the small seats. Let me just high up. Probably need to be a couple inches up higher than the average seat. So I think this right here would be perfect. These are bar seats. So those are my bar seats right there. My bar seats are actually taller than these theater chairs. But then again, I'm looking at them thinking like, we should have it a little higher up. And put the platform, I don't want to be literally underneath that thing. Let me see. I think we'll go a little higher up. Let me see. I'm sitting here. If I want to move it, I'm just curious. If I'd sit here or a little higher up, I should be okay. I'm about to move that chair upstairs. I really need to see it because the chair they're actually buying for the rooms. I need one. I need the actual chair up here for that. Great. I gotta pick it up, carry it all the way up the stairs, bring it back upstairs. Oh well. Gotta do it anyway. Gotta figure out how we gotta have to drag the chair to at least we're done with the painting. And then I gotta take it back downstairs. Man, Ken, wonder about you sometimes. Now that will give me a better idea of what I'm dealing with. So how high would that have to be up? You don't want it too high up. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, looking at me there. Watch out. Crazy day. Crazy day. Day. I don't want it too high up. It has to be like slightly an inch, like that. A little higher up. I need something that's really ideal. Can I give me an idea? I'm not sure it's going to be big enough. I would say probably about the height of this. Yeah. All right, that gives me an idea of how high I would put the platform in. 'Cause it doesn't have to be, you don't want to be too high up where you sit on a throne. You want to be just enough where you're clearing the top of a head. So that would do it. That would be the height I would need to do it. And I won't be clashing with the screen over top. I mean with the mount over top. So that's perfect. That's where we need to be at. So when I build the platform, I need exactly as high as those speakers we have there. That would be perfect. Now we have the distance where the leg room's going to come out and all that other good stuff. These are recliners. All right. See, God gives you the opportunity how to figure everything out. Isn't he amazing or what? All right, cool. I'm sure putting the shelving right there. That gives me an idea of where we're going to be at. How high it's going to be at. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. All right, let me get this baby up. So, the seatings we're going to have in here are going to be all red because everything else is going to be black in here. So everything all red in here. So, at least we have an idea. I'm going to leave that up here for right now because I need a seat up here while I'm actually testing out the movie screen and all that. We're going to need that in here. So we're going to do all the seating in red. That's how we're going to set it up. So I can start putting in my, what's it called right now? My screws. Got an idea now where we have to be at. Now, let's see if Mr. Bird can hide the drill. There's my drill there. And I'm going to need washers. We don't have any washers. Why don't we have washers? We have washers there, we have washers there. What do we have in the pack? Let me see. Gotta go downstairs and get the big box. Big box has got my washers in it. Really? now some. Man, I gotta put an order in for washers. I gotta put an order in for washers. Where are they at? Buy some freaking washers. All right. Gotta put an order in for the washers. We don't have enough of those. All right. Just tell me I was smart enough. Had two big long screws on me. Okay, they put them up in the pocket. Good. All right. Why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting me? Why was the point of it? Come on. There we go. The heck was it? What was that? No. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That did not just happen. And yes, it did. How? How did that even happen? Is that in there? I guess it's in there, but how did that just happen? That was weird. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Still not going anywhere anyway. How in the world? You got to do that one, but let's try you on this one. Because I know you're not going to do this one. This is not going to happen. She's fighting a little, always fights a little, likes to fight a little. Doesn't want to play nice, always wants to fight. Not always in here. Always wants to fight. Fight all you want, you're going through. Definitely going through. That's Christy. Really hard to get. You need to make sure you're up there nice and tight. Alright, drop the ones to the top. chair moved a little bit, but God's got my back, so I'm not worried about it. Oh yeah, you're not going nowhere. Definitely not going nowhere. So, what I do is usually, when I put my screws in, I'll have some screws going this way and some screws going downward. I don't like to put them in straight, just in case the screen decides to pull out. You got screws going down this way and screws going this way. It makes it impossible for it to pull out. So, especially for this big boy projector. The 7.8 is a very heavy unit. We need to make sure it's going to stay there. And that's not going anywhere. We got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Actually, we're missing one on this side. I'm gonna drop a big one on this one. All right, that's very nice. Like days and nights, dark days and nights, we go on in white. The world was new. I gotta fight. The last one's always gotta fight the hardest. Always gotta fight the hardest. Those are the last ones. Always gotta fight the hardest. This one right here. I don't like that, but that's not good. Let's pull right out, no problem. That's not good. repeat that one. Definitely don't want to repeat that one. No. There we go. There we go. Definitely want to repeat that one again. All right, that's perfect. That's walking there pretty good. This one I got a bit of concern for. And we have the bucket taken care of by hand. That's not good. That's never good. Get rid of this glue. I'll let you go in that one. Definitely one, right? Alright, that's perfect. Paintbrushes in here. Definitely a little bit. Nice paint, nice. Oh my. World was new. Beneath the blue, oh, the skies. Where's it going to? Right there. Oh, way too much, girl. Way too much. Yeah, it's going quite nicely. these. I'm very happy everything turned out. We'll go back over this again because definitely wanted to hit this with trim again. So, for the radiator part, because I don't feel like taking all that out, it's too much work. I want to measure the size of that, go over to Home Depot or Lowe's, have them cut out the size that I want to fit in there, and we're going to put light Velcro strips around the bottom and the top, and just pop that right in place. And I really don't feel like painting this at all, period. So that's what we're going to do. I'll put another tool on here. It takes a little better. Come on. See the cord fighting me a little bit. What's that? There's a little opportunity of some lead time. I don't know what's going on with that one. Make sure everything's still nice and dark in here. Which you're not going to see the windows anyway. The windows are going to be all covered up, so you know. So I showed this image off yesterday, short video on this yesterday, ended up with about 3,000 likes, 3,000 views. Well, we don't get a lot of support here from YouTube. It's a shame, not a lot of subscribers. We just put support over here. All our support comes from our main, and we show the most videos off over here. We show everything over here, how we do things, how we put things together, but I think on my account, I have a lot of people on my account that just don't like me at the end of the day. That's where I think that comes from, because on any other platform that we pop on, we do extremely well. Here on YouTube, our numbers are really low. But then again, we just use YouTube for advertising anyway, so it isn't really a big thing for us, because, again, you know, for those who do watch and do support, we do thank you. But yeah, that's why I sometimes consider doing more on other platforms, because we get more recognition over there than we do over here, which is a shame, but it's true. And then some of it comes down to people who just are just angry or upset because of what we do. They just don't like it. You know, if we're doing something positive, something good, they're not doing it. They get bothered by that, that upsets them big time. So that's weird for me. I can never get upset over somebody else doing better. I just never could see myself getting upset over something like that. If anything, I would try to strive to be better myself. But you know, you got those people out there that do that. But I don't get it. I could not waste my time eating on somebody else. I have time for that. I got too much to do. Like that person who made that comment about my color, who says, you're a hard person to get a hold of. Yeah, because I work. That's why I'm a hard person to get a hold of. I work. I have a job. You know, the fact that you made that statement about me being a hard person to get your hands on, yeah, because I work. something that if you got the time to try to figure out where I'm at because I'm working all the time, then that means that's a wake-up call for you that you need to get a job. Start working yourself. There's something really wrong there. Got to really go in and kind of add that up for a minute, like, wait a minute. Because I'll have some interesting characters contact me and want to talk. What do you want to talk about? I'm a busy man. I got things to do. You see the things I do on my videos on a day-to-day basis? This is the day-to-day basis stuff that I have to do in my demonstrations. You want to get there and you want to discuss. Plenty of chat rooms I'm in, boardrooms to catch me in. You want to have a conversation. I like the ones that try to question my work, but when I try to explain to them, how about you go develop a screen paint and you pass every single test that I've done for the last 12 years. And then you can come back and you can explain to me how my product works. Oh, you don't have the time to put into that, or the dedication, the hours, the man time, you have none of that at all, period, then you shouldn't be talking to me within that tone. Because I have people contact me and say, well, this is what I think, and this is what I think, this is what you need to do. Drop 12 years in, design and pass every test demonstration my product has done, and then you get back with me. Till then, I ain't got nothing to talk about. Yeah, people that can't even pass a basic ultra short throw challenge. We know they didn't do that. We know they didn't do the challenge. We know that. They can't. There's no way in the world they can change that environment to a projector we just used in the back of the room over there. They can't do that demonstration. Their screens would have issues. That much light on an ultra short throw in that environment, which should be pretty easy because an ultra short throw is sitting right on top of the screen. There's no distance to it. But we know that the next day they got up and they went back and did the same demonstration on the same projector. And that just clearly shows you that they can't do it. But meanwhile, we're in the next room on a $60 machine on a 148 inch displaying with the windows open. They can't do that. That shows you right there at the end of the day where they come at, where we come at. Now, you guys want to talk about doing stuff in the dark rooms? I told you, when I do things on a whole nother level. We don't do things the same thing you guys do. I'll show you how to do a dedicated theater room setup. And pretty much it's not going to cost my customers a ton of money to do it. They can do it on the cheap. We'll still have an amazing setup. And I'll show you how to do the entire thing. I'm going to put the whole thing together. But, you know, you guys, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all really don't. Now, the lighting that I chose for in here, because we can't have bright lighting in here. It has to be lighting that we can control. Yeah, we literally have to be in an ambient controlled environment. Oh, I swear. I want this room, but another half doesn't want it. It's like, it goes against everything I'm against. But we have to have a dedicated theater room. What's the point of me designing screen paint if I don't own a dedicated theater room, so we have to have one. But the lighting we're going to use is the same lighting we have in the hallway. Now, the lighting in the hallway is interesting. I can actually adjust the mood. So that's what we need. Oh. But if I'm going to be doing me a demonstration, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to do a really nice setup for doing demonstrations in the dark. We're going all out, as we always do. We always go all out. What you're supposed to do. And now I see the time I'm putting into this. My downstairs is not even a theater room when you think about it. This is literally going to be an actual theater room. I don't know, we can't call it downstairs a theater room anymore. So we're going to change that to a visual effects room. That's what we're going to turn it into. Visual effects room. That's what I'm turning it into. So moving all the movie stuff up here. Now, keep in mind, we will have lights on here too, because I will be doing some demonstrations with lights on and everything, because I want to show off the stuff I have in my environment. This is going to be the fun part, when I get a chance to go play with the elitists. That's what I can't wait to do. Because the way their setups are designed, the entire room is dark. They really can't show off the screen and the stuff in the environment at the same time, because the screen washes out if they try to show off some of the collections, some beautiful stuff they collected to make their theater room stand out. They can't really show that off because, again, both of them don't work. My technology, I can run both at the same time. I can show everything in the environment and still have the screen, boom, coming on. They're gonna get a kick out of that. Because I had a couple of them ask me about that. I said, hey, well, look, why don't you have a dedicated theater room set up? Because you should have one. And I was like, you know what? You're not too far off your way on that. But I didn't think I had the room for it. And the fellow who was doing his, he had a smaller room than me. And I was like, no, you can do that with no problem. You know what I mean? I showed him the room. He said, oh, yeah, you got more than enough room. You have more than enough room to do that. And I was like, okay, let's get this started. I didn't think I had enough room. Show me, you got enough room. You're good. Come back in here and do a touch up on my closet doors over here, over there. Oh, it's so much brighter. I had the white paint in here. And now this guy just dropped darker in here. There's some missing spots in here. We'll go back over this again. Don't mind the wetness under my feet. I think I should have paint. Yeah, who cares? I'm gonna paint the last couple of days. Trying to play that old Borderlands thing, I just can't seem to get into it. I gotta finish it because, again, I beat every last one of them, so gotta muddle through it. But just that whole voiceover thing is driving me crazy. I can't stand hearing her voice. Some of it's funny, but some of it's just. And the Wanda Sykes, I never was a big fan of her anyway. Some stuff I can tolerate, but just hearing her voice constantly all the time, I'm wrong. She's probably a very nice person, you know. I'm just not a big fan of her voice. Voice drives me a little nuts. Wish I could go there and just put in all just closed caption, but you can't do that. You can do that. I'm gonna see if I can. Because, man, can't tolerate it. So we got the flooring already ordered. That's already coming in. That'll be here March the 9th. Did I just say March the 9th? I said March the 9th, didn't I? I told you I'm still tired. May the 9th. Sorry about that. Did I just say March the 9th? Door. Why is this part? Because I'm never going to be able to open this door anyway. Because once I pull the rest of the stuff out of here and behind the door, we're going to close this door for good. Because I'm going to put the spoon there. coating or anything here. I think that's what it was. We're just doing some touch-ups. Any areas I might have missed. That's pretty much what I usually do now. Let's get this window open. Some air in here. Yeah. So I told you I was gonna be up in the morning, knocking it out, getting it done. So I can't sleep unless it's finished, you know? And I got things to do, we gotta move forward. I got a lot of other projects I'm working on. So I wanna make sure we get this one knocked out of the way. Still got a huge, massive virtual tabletop projection screen for gaming. They were gonna install downstairs, out back. Something that's gonna be foldable and portable. Show you guys how to build that one. Pretty easy to put together. Let's see what we got going on the door. How's that looking? That looks much, much better. That second coating went on real nice. All right, we're gonna work on this one next. Cast it down the hallway like you're working again. Yep. Do what you want to do for a living, you gotta love what you do. Even though I complain about being tired or hungry sometimes, I'm working myself, you have to love what you do. I was blessed to be able to do something that I enjoyed. Actually, not really. I did IT tech. I went and studied culinary arts. Got a chance to travel to Paris and work over there for a little bit before coming back to the States. So I like being a chef, but just so much work and never get a chance to enjoy your money, never get a chance to see the freaking light of day at the time. So much stress. Very stressful job. You know? And then I got somebody always bossing me, telling me what to do, when to do it, how to do it. And then I got into computers. I like that because technology, I love technology. Got into that for a bit. And then I was working for a few companies here and there, but really started making some real serious money. I was on my front porch. I was doing some work on a custom PC case. Really was big into liquid cool systems and vegetable cool mods. I'm doing a custom case for myself. And somebody happened to drive by, saw me out there working, asked me did I work on computers, and I said, well, yeah. And it was like, well, my operating system is corrupt. I want to know if you can either fix it or put a new one in for me. I was like, I can put a new one in for you. I can put a new updated system. So, gave me the machine. That's my first job. And he said, well, how much? And I was like, $150. So $150, new operating system, and clean all the viruses out and everything, and maintenance of the machine and all that. And he went back and told somebody else about it. Next thing I came to the door, with two people at the door with their computers. And started getting known in the neighborhood that I was the PC guy. I was the guy to come to if you wanted your computer fixed. A lot of people, you know, from the neighborhood I lived in, you know, will have these computers, but they don't really have a way to get them fixed. And there are very few people in the neighborhood that did that kind of work anyway, you know. So it wasn't hard to find somebody, you know, who'd be known for doing it. So then I got to the point where, you know, I had a nice stationary section in the house for, you know, transferring the operating systems to multiple systems, and they gave me business cards for me. It was no point for everybody living in the neighborhood. And then I was doing mod jobs where I was going and modding people's PCs and going to dark UV fans and EL wire and all kinds of lighting and all that other cool stuff, custom paint jobs and cutting open peekaboo doors and all that stuff. I bought a laser cutter to cut the doors so I can actually drop plexiglass, put in my own form of peekaboo doors, remodel an entire Dell case to make it look like it was a gaming PC. People were paying me for it. And I started doing house calls. You can go to your house and work on your machine. But the house calls were people I knew, customers that I were dealing with for a while. I didn't go to anybody's house. You know, you gotta be careful. So I made good money, very good money. Then I decided to leave the neighborhood because the neighborhood was changing over to Temple University. You don't know anything about Temple University. You've lived in North Philadelphia, you know what Temple University is. Temple University is buying out the neighborhood, gentrifying it, changing it out. And a lot of my clients were gone. So, you know, still had some money in the bank, and I decided to leave also myself. And was living off my savings until I couldn't figure out what I was going to do. Ended up renting a couple of rooms. Didn't know exactly what I was going to do yet. Then I ended up over my old neighborhood up in Germantown Avenue, over there for a little bit. And I was building me a couple of gaming PCs. Oh, that was an interesting day. I was building me a couple of nice gaming PCs. Just got finished building I had a PC, the one they called it, literally nicknamed the PC God. 2011 motherboard, 264 gigs of RAM, PC 3000 OC. It was running 4 12-core processors. I had two, never Titan graphic cards in there. What kind of graphic cards we had in there? I forgot the name of those cards, but they were 24 gigs a piece. But anyway, yeah, I built this monster of a machine I was in there working on for a couple months. And I'll show you the custom build on YouTube. I'll put a link at the bottom. I actually posted it. We actually put this thing together. This thing was actually massive. All customized paint job, steampunk theme. It was beautiful. But anyway, got myself two Sony 42-inch TV sets for this setup. And then my buddy June calls me up. I just got my PC finished. He builds PCs too, but he had an Xbox 360 at the time. And he calls me up and he says, hey, you want to come over and you want to check out my new screen? And I said, oh, sure, because June's always got some new technology over there rolling around. So as I'm coming to the house, I see this massive screen. It's one about 120-inch screen. I'm like, what the frig is that? Because last time I saw a projector, that was Ronco, Sharp, and Magnavox, and they were CRTs, and they had BMC cables. So VGA and BMC, that's the last time I seen a projector, honestly. But anyway, I get over there. It's got this little projector with all the amazing peripherals in the back of it. It's got the HDMI and all the other good stuff. And I'm asking all these questions. I'm looking at this 120-inch screen. I'm playing Gears of War, and I'm freaking blown away by it. The size of this screen is freaking huge. So, of course, I want the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm over the gaming PC, and I got 242s, and you're here with a 120-inch screen. You know what I mean? I don't want to go back and play on my screen anymore. So, I get there, get home, and I didn't know anything about projectors at the time. And this guy taught me everything I need to know. When I was shopping for my projector, I sold my TVs, got rid of them, because I didn't want them anymore. Went out and got myself, went hunting for a projector, and every time I would go online to research what I needed, I'd go back to him and I would ask him all these questions, and he would tell me, just educate me and tell me what to look for, lumens and resolution and all this other good stuff. So I ended up with a BenQ MS500 projector, 600 by 800 res, 720p SVGA. That's my first projector I ever got. I'm gonna buy another one of those too. But anyway, I get home, projector gets there by FedEx, I'm excited. I go to set it up. I hit this wall with it, it looks like trash. Because I'm hitting a white wall with it. I'm coming off two Sony 1080p TVs. And I've got a 720p projector. I know, didn't really think about it too much. I wanted the big screen. I was all excited about the big screen. And the picture quality looks like crap. And I really have bummed out about it. And I got these amazing graphic cards. And first of all, I know I have a 720p projector, I know. Because I was going to say, you went from 720p with graphic cards to 1080p. Yeah, I know, trust me. But anyway, so I was pretty bummed out about it. I didn't like the image, it was horrible. So my buddy June was like, well, you need to have a gray screen. And that's where he had a screen called a Grey Wolf. Grey Wolf was a $3,000 screen. I couldn't afford that at the time because I threw a lot of my money on this whatchamacallit, onto the screen. And I wasn't really making that money at the end of the day. So he was telling me about a YouTube paint that everybody made on YouTube. It was really easy to make. So go to Home Depot, go make this YouTube paint, and I find out that 2 of the ingredients are no longer being made anymore. So now I gotta figure out how to go back to this white wall. Ugh, I can't do it. And I got a projector. I already went in on it, on this investment. So I got to figure out this. So I started praying. And I asked the Lord where to go and how to do this. And He directed me what to do. I went and bought the ingredients, which was under my old company, Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. And I was kind of nervous getting home. Didn't know what to expect or what to do, how it was going to turn out. But I knew God had me have my back. And painted up on the wall, and the image blew up. Boom! Popped up off the wall. So my buddy comes and looks at it and says, you know, you should sell this. And here I am now. And that's how I got my company. And that's how it started. So I've been blessed to get the technology that I have. I've been blessed to get, well, put my faith in God. I was blessed to have the ability to be able to design just about any screen paint I want that He allows me to have. And it's funny how all that time, went to school and graduated, got different degrees, and ended up becoming a person who develops screen paint. You never know what God has plans for you. Now, in about a couple years, I retire. Interesting ride. Very interesting ride. People, I'm not talking about retire as in retire. I'm talking about as in retire and never freaking have to ever work as long as I live. Told you I invested into interesting things, and my portfolio is now about to pop. So it's time for me to retire. I think I put enough time in this business. It's time for Mr. Bird to enjoy the rest of his life. Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. That was a blast doing this for a living. It was. I love my company, but again, everybody has the right to retire. Well, people, my battery's about to die. We did the touch up in here. We're done. We put the ceiling fan in. I already mounted for the projector. We sized up on how tall we got to put the seating in. That's it. We're done here. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Thank you for your time. I have to go, and God bless.